Welcome to Slow Paced Journeys. We're here on our first stop at Bonneville Salt Flats in Utah. We are on our summer road trip 2019. Are glad to have you with us.
Welcome to the journey. So as we're driving along I-80 on our way to the Bonneville Salt Flats, we came to this sculpture that was built out here. It's called the Tree of Utah by the artist. And you just pull right off the freeway and you can go and walk right around the base of it. It's been there for quite a while. A lot of people ask what it means. I guess it's like any art. It's up to the viewer. As you walk, or as I'm walking, if you listen carefully, you can hear the salt crunching under my feet. And yet it's actually still wet under the salt crust, and so it's a little muddy, and it's interesting to walk on it. So we're continuing along I-80, and we're going to come to a set of rest stops, rest areas, where you can pull off. They provide shade, there's restrooms, etc., and it's what most people stop at in order to experience the Bonneville Salt Flats.
So we decided to make a quick stop here at the Salt Flats. This is a pretty big thing in Utah. It is definitely something that a lot of people want to come to, and we don't usually stop. So take a look at this beautiful white area. You'll see this a lot in car commercials where it shows just flat white. Movies, there's been a ton of movies filmed here that utilize the white of the salt flats.
Well, it's where they come and they set the land speed record. It's a very famous worldwide, known worldwide, where people bring their experimental high-performance vehicles and race them. And every now and then they let normal people come out here and see how fast they can go. Just past the turnoff, or the rest areas, is a turnoff to a little gas station, and there's this road that you don't have to drive very far. I recorded this, and as we drove out to the end of it, and this is how you get to the real Bonneville Salt Flats, the actual Bonneville Speedway. Eventually this road comes to an end and you drive out onto the salt, and it's always interesting to see what's going on out there. We had no idea what to expect today as we're driving out here. So technically this is actually the Bonneville Salt Flats, and out where those cars are in the distance, that is where the Bonneville Speedway starts, and then it runs clear out there. There are just some cars coming back. We aren't sure what they're doing out here today, but anyway, the sign that we were reading earlier says you can't, because of the curvature of the earth, you can't see one end of the racetrack from the other. It's so long. So anyway, it's an interesting place.
The Bonneville Salt Flats are made up of over 30,000 acres of salt. Some of this salt is used for de-icing roadways in Utah and states that are around it. Some salt is pressed into pellets for the water softeners. Ranchers can get salt lick blocks for their livestock, and huge quantities of bulk salt are used in metal, chemical, paper, and other industries. Food grade or table salt is not produced in the Great Salt Lake area. The Salt Flats were a great beginning to our summer road trip. Thanks so much for watching. Now here's a sneak peek of what to look forward to in the coming weeks.